Alright, so let's see how to make a custom predetermined trajectory. So we have an experiment here, OYO console on the lower right. Here is vehicle 2. We're only going to play with vehicle 2, although we have 2 vehicles and 2 fixed nodes. We're going to determine trajectory for vehicle 2, and in order to do that, the weapon of choice is Q ground control. So we have a Q ground control already connected to vehicle 2. What you want to do is going to make this big, and we're going to go to the plan. So in the plan, I'm going to go with an empty plan, right? You can load from the file an existing plan with open, but that's not what I want to do now. So now I'm just gonna go with an empty plan, and essentially what you wanna do always first is to press on the takeoff and say I'm gonna take off. By default the takeoff altitude is 30 meters, which is a perfectly valid altitude. Anything between 20 and 100 meters is acceptable for airpo. So we're gonna let this be, and then we're gonna set up some waypoints. So let's say we're gonna set up a waypoint here, and then I set up a waypoint here, and a waypoint here. And every time you click on a waypoint, there is a selection here, and you can select them either clicking on the waypoint or clicking on this. And for every waypoint, first the most important is where the waypoint is, and there is sort of a valid question on are you allowed to fly here? And to answer that, you should go to the fence, to a polygon fence, and say load the KML file, and then you can load the phase 1 geofence, and this is the phase 1 geofence, which shows that our chosen waypoints are okay, right? So this is the takeoff location. These are okay. Actually, you can move them anywhere you want with the geofence, right? So this is still okay. All the way here, all the way here. Note that as you move the waypoints, the total distance and total time of the flight changes in here. Okay. Then for every waypoint, for example, for waypoint 2, you can choose at what altitude you wanna be. So you can say, how about not 30 but 40 meters. You can choose how long it's gonna hang on at that waypoint. By default 0. You can set something, and you can choose the speed is going to fly there. Anything between 2 meters per second and 20 meters per second is alright. So I'm gonna say 10 meters per second. I want this leg to be faster, and notice that the time goes down as you change the speed. Okay, the estimated time for the mission. And when everything looks okay, right, everything is in as you wish, you know, waypoint number 2 it's at a higher altitude than waypoint number 3, and then everything is the way you want, then go remove the fence by pressing this button, delete it, upload the mission to the drone, and then go back to the fly plan. Ignore the suggestion to take off. Let's go back, and now the plan is on the drone, but what we want is to move the plan into a plan file. So for that we have an executable that is in profiles, experiment scripts, and the executable is called save plan. So if you say save plan.sh, it connects, and it saved the plan. So now we can just go and start the execution. So the way we do that, we say to start experiment, and we should see that there is a vehicle waiting, a vehicle script waiting. What is it waiting for? It's waiting to be armed. So I just sent an arm. It's armed. It will enter guided mode. It will start climbing. You can see the execution by looking at the vehicle. So screen -r vehicle, the vehicle screen, right? It's taking off to 30 meters. Is increasing the altitude right here and here. It's getting close to. It's slowing down, hitting 30 meters pretty exactly, and now it's on its merry way to that waypoint. And as you can see, it slowly increases the altitude, so it goes diagonally up. By the time it hits waypoint 2, it's gonna hit about 40 meters, and then it's gonna hang off there for a few seconds, 7 to be exact. Then it's gonna go on its merry way to 3, right? It hit 40 meters according to both OYO console and QRAM control, and then going to waypoint 3, and so on. So if at any time you want to call it back, you can either press return. It's going to change the status to return to launch, or from the OYO RTL, it's going to cancel the mission. Right, you see the drone just starting to slide towards home, and then it's going to come back to right. So the script is it's super upset because somebody canceled the mission, right? But that is not surprising, right? So if you let it, it's gonna finish happily, but if it's aborted, then it's just going to misbehave. And now it's coming down. It's gonna land, and then if you want, you can go change the plan. Right? So you can go to the plan, modify it, change it as you see fit. And then once you do that, you come back here, you save the plan, and then you can re-execute, while remembering that RTL is a non-normal mode, so you have to put it in stabilize before that, right? So to stabilize, change the state, stabilize. Now it's armable. Now you can go again.